If you're like me, you're wondering just what the heck is going on with the live-action reboot of Blade. If you recall, at the 2019 Comic-Con, Mahershala Ali came out and was announced as the new Blade. Kevin Feige's there, the cast of the Eternals. The crowd lost their damn mind when he put on the hat too. The fans are excited, the internet's blowing up. I'm personally excited, but bruh, this was 5 years ago and we have gotten nothing. Absolutely nothing. For some reason, this film franchise has been stuck in development hell. Development hell is an actual term used in Hollywood a lot. About a project that's supposed to have been greenlit, but for some reason, just can't make it into shooting. And over the course of 5 years, Blade is basically stuck there. Think about it. Blade was announced before the pandemic. You know, the pandemic, that era where eggs cost like $10 for a carton. You had to wear a mask to get in anything. The theaters were shut down, and yeah, toilet paper, that was really hard to find for a while. So all that's come and gone, but still there's no Blade. According to rumors, there's been 6 scripts that have been made for this that have been tossed out, and there's definitely been 2 directors that have come and gone. So based on that reality, that you literally have nothing. All you have is a Blade logo and an attached star, and Mahershala Ali, who turned 50 years old in 2024. This guy's a great actor. He's won the Best Supporting Actor 2 times. As a matter of fact, 2 years in a row for Green Book and Moonlight. And don't forget, he's no stranger to Marvel because he played the villain Cottonmouth in Luke Cage on Netflix. So this guy's good. I mean, he's really, really, really good. He's got such presence. So him for Blade was just perfect casting, but let's get real now. We were moving on from Wesley Snipes because he was a little too old at this point. But Ali is getting old too. Let's say that Marvel has got their stuff together and they actually start production, they have a script, and they start shooting in, say, late 2024. Marvel still claims that the Blade movie is supposed to come out in November 2025. And Ali would be 51 years old when his first movie is just coming out. So let's say he has his trilogy, he pops up in Secret Wars, he pops up in a Night Stalkers crossover with Ghost Rider, Hellstrom, and Satana. Dude will be like 60 years old after all that. I'm not age shaming. You can grow into age with your character, but when you start out, usually these actors are in their late 20s, early 30s. And if you're like me, you're thinking to yourself, how does any of this make any sense? Because Marvel isn't hurting for money. At the time I make this video, Marvel has made 34 films that have amassed $31 billion at the box office. So it isn't like they don't have the resources to get Blade made. They are literally playing with house money, and we know that Blade can be successful because it was successful before when they first came out in 1998 and he had his trilogy with Wesley Snipes, which was profitable. So Marvel has the money and it's a proven property. So just what the heck is going on? The lack of progress on the Blade project has made a lot of conspiracy theories pop up. For the longest, Black Panther was still the only franchise that Marvel had that had a black lead, and the untimely death of Chadwick Boseman almost sent into chaos, but Ryan Coogler is holding it together. That's a whole other story. And Blade was supposed to be the second, and it was going to be like this horror universe that he started out. Well, grounded horror anyway, because Doctor Strange is so fantastical. So with the shakeup of Black Panther because of reasons and the lack of progress on Blade, it had some black comic book fans saying, bruh, does Marvel really have a commitment to black-led projects? Some of the air of that conspiracy has been taken out because Anthony Mackie is now going to be starring as a movie franchise leader in Captain America. I'm making this video about 6 months before Brave New World comes out. So was the sidelining of Blade racial? I don't think I can buy into that based on the evidence. You have to be careful about how you use the term racist, because if you overuse it, it means nothing. It's sort of like crying wolf. If you do it all the time and there's no wolf, when a wolf shows up, no one's going to believe. So if you want some good old-fashioned racism, here's some right here. Trump's disastrous interview with the National Association of Black Journalists.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black.
Of course, this is racist nonsense, because here's pictures of Kamala Harris from the 1980s when she was attending a historically black college of Howard University. And what you might notice as well, there's a lot of pink and green in these images because she's a member of the AKA sorority, which is a black sorority which was founded in 1908. Her father's a black Jamaican and her mother is Indian. She's claimed both sides of her heritage her whole life. So what Trump is saying is not correct, but he knows it's not correct. He's a spreader of bullshit and it's racist, and he knows it. So that's clearly racism, but is what's going on with Blade, is that racist? I don't think we have the evidence yet, especially if nothing that's on the record. But we do have a lot of rumors we're going to talk about. And let me repeat, these are rumors. So Disney buys out Fox, which means they get the X-Men back, which means that Deadpool is coming along. The first two Deadpool movies combined made about $1.6 billion, and they were R-rated raunchy. Disney inherits this project, but they've never made an MCU movie that was rated R. But allegedly, Ryan Reynolds threw his weight around, and he told Disney it will be rated R, he will pick his director, he'll bring back Hugh Jackman, and he will be an executive producer with Final Cut. So basically, they gave him everything he wanted. Hey, it worked out. This film is going to make about $1.4 billion, so everybody's happy. Now, allegedly, Ali seen this and said that, hey, I got power and prestige as well. I've won 2 Oscars. I should be able to get my way. So allegedly, he had big plans for Blade and who would be in it and the tone and all that stuff. But Kevin Feige and the brass at Marvel and the higher ups at Disney was allegedly not too keen on him doing this. And allegedly, out of spite, they decided to punish him by basically putting his project on hiatus and apparently leaking bad news to the press about it on purpose. So if they piss him off enough, then he'll quit the project, they'll give it to somebody else, and he won't be Blade. But if he stays, he'll stop making demands, and he'll stay in his place like a good Negro. So the rumor is that Ryan Reynolds is white, he's a bankable star, he has a franchise that's working, they'll give him whatever he wants. Robert Downey Jr. is white, the whole MCU was built on his shoulders, so whatever he wanted, he can have. In this case, Dr. Doom, which makes no sense. But Mahershala Ali, you try to make some demands, we're not having it, you're still black. So sit down, shut up, and you'll do what we tell you to do. So do I have the evidence to prove that this is true? I do not. Do my instincts tell me that it's true? Maybe. Let me repeat. Ali was announced as the new Blade in 2019 at Comic-Con. It's now late August 2024, 5 years later, and we've got nothing. In addition, they brought back the original Blade, Wesley Snipes, to appear in Deadpool and Wolverine, and he says, there's only been one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade. So this Blade performance was well received by the fans, with some fans having some nostalgia saying, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Wesley come back and play the role. The conspiracy theory is that Marvel knows this and the Disney brass as well, so they could get the fans to get behind Wesley Snipes returning, and that way they could push out Ali and say, hey, this is what the fans wanted, and they get to punish Ali without looking racist. So is Kevin Feige and his guys sitting around saying, hey, we showed that uppity Negro? Huh, guys? Huh, guys? So tell me, what do you think of the rumors? What do you think about Blade taking so long to be remade? What do you think about the conspiracy theories that I mentioned in this video? As I stated before, I can't yell racism because I just don't know all the details on the inside. But there's something that's going on that they're just not telling the public, and it's just not right. Now, look out for a follow-up video I'm going to make in which I discuss what would they actually do if they did bring back Wesley Snipes. At the time I made this video, he's 62 years old, so he's not getting any younger. My idea would be to bring in a character named Bloodline, who's his daughter in the comics, and have him mentor her to take over the family business of slaying vampires. Be sure to speak up in the comment section about what you think about the subject. Right now, the Blade film is scheduled for November 7th, 2025, but I'm not holding my breath. Until next time, this is Comic Killer 72 for Comic Power saying bye-bye.